for a point of DM inspiration, would anyone care to give us a recap of our previous session? Oh, there they are.
Does it have to be in character?
I will say no, not for tonight.
Okay. I could take a stab at it unless somebody else wants to take a stab at it, in which case I say we roll for it.
It's all yours. Take it.
All right. Sorry, allergies have been kicking my butt, which is weird because I don't normally have allergies. Anyway, so yes, last week's session, we started off by having concluded our fight with Torgas. We came out successful. She was arrested. Arrested or killed? I can't remember.
Oh, she was killed.
Okay. So we killed her, cuffed the body for good measure, and yeah, justifiable homicide. Yay, cops. Excuse me. We kind of need to figure out what we're going to do next, so we, take a chance to catch our breath, rest up a bit. As we are being told, yay, you did a good job, and, saving Dugan's Hole, the speaker of Dugan's Hole alerted us to the fact that there were 2 teens that had been abducted by giant winter wolves. And so we split the party. Such a wise act. Myself and Avalas, Avalas in war horse form, we rode off to do some scouting, and we met Koran, the winter wolf, who was limping along and bemoaning his horrible fate at the hands of his literally giant master. And that, yes, the children had been captured by him. He was going to grind up their bones to make his bread, and woe unto everyone. And Gaiman just bought a hook, line, sinker, and it wasn't until he was very, 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 very resistant about going into Dugan's Hole, because, that's where the help is. Lotus exploded her head?
Mm-hmm. With the matched missiles.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Context. I thought Lotus's head had exploded, and so it was out of context for me. Anyway, sorry. Allergies.
No, you're good.
Gaming kind of maybe figured something out, and Avalos is just like, God damn it, I can't speak to him in horse form. We decide that we will play along, because everyone else figured it out that the wolf was full of shit. So they decided they were gonna play along. We were gonna get to where the kids were held. But because we were caught in a blizzard as we were traveling, we just, said, fuck it. We're going to try and, subdue one of them. We kind of sort of did. But still, it was kind of an ugly fight, and the other Winterwolf ran off. So we don't know if the giant's been alerted, what kind of risks we're facing. And we're thinking stealth and grabbing the kids and getting out is a better option as opposed to a stand-up fight. As we have approached the lair of the giant and laid out 3 hunting traps and have discussed our possible options over the course of the week.
Absolutely. Please take a point of DM inspiration. And in case we forgot, everyone, I will drop it into the chat box here. And you can explode that image if you choose. What you are walking towards here, this lodge that you are walking into.
It does look very foreboding.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, it kind of looks like a rest stop bathroom for giants, but...
Oh my gosh, that's our second fanspiration. Yeah, it's watch out for the lot lizards at this rest stop. Our fact inspiration.
They're all frozen solid because they're cold-blooded.
They're all ice toads. What is one question would your character ask the creator god of this setting, given the opportunity? So let me pop open my list of players here. Let's start with Akia. Akia, given the opportunity to ask the creator god of this setting one question, what would you ask?
I've been thinking about it. But it's a tough question. Like, you only get one. It's a pretty big deal. I think Akia would take a while thinking about it too. But what I finally came up with was Akia would ask, what, if anything, does Akia owe, including just like in terms of loyalty, anything like that, to those he considers to be, or they consider to be their parents.
Whoa. That's kind of a huge question. Interesting. Well, you just might get the opportunity to get that answered. You have earned Factspiration. Let us continue. Let us ask Gaiman the Glaive that same question. Given the opportunity to ask the creator god of this setting one question, what would your character ask?
Well, both Gaiman and his player are kind of the same mind. If we ever had an opportunity to ask, the creator of the setting one question, and I think it is best articulated as Gaiman the Glaive. So yeah, look, you all powerful, whatnot. So what the fuck gives? Like, you're all powerful, and I know there's some shit about, like, oh, well, you have to suffer to understand it. I'd appreciate true happiness. Bull fucking shit. There's so much pain and suffering and mindless and useless and pointless death in this fucking world, not to mention I'm the cause of it, in some cases. I accept full responsibility for my actions, but you need a fucking accountant for, mate. Where do you get off? Causing pain and suffering for people who ain't done nothing to nobody. Eh? Yeah.
I feel like that was a very in-character thing for Gaiman, not only to unleash, but to ask upon the creator god of this setting.
Thank you.
We'll see
To
if...
be any player to any DM.
Oh no!
Where do you get off?
No. When I join a game, I'm entering into a contract with the DM to be brutalized and mentally traumatized. So I have no right to ask that question of the DM. However, my birth, random act of chance. So I didn't have a say in showing up. I'm just here. So yeah, I feel totally justified asking that question of an all-powerful being.
Phenomenal cosmic powers. I live in space. Absolutely. Excellent. Okay, let us continue to the White Lotus. Lotus, tell us, what question would you ask given the opportunity?
Ooh, that is a tough one, because being a journalist, there's all sorts of burning questions that, Lotus would want to know. But I think she'd want to get a bit personal about this, and she would just point blank ask, why did my father leave us?
I would think that is the most personal question that probably Lotus is still looking for the answer. Let us give you that Factspiration. Who knows? In this campaign, you might just find out. Alrighty. Let us continue to Alicia. Alicia, aka Lex, we haven't heard your voice yet tonight. Tell us, what one question would you ask given the opportunity?
Oh, that's a bit of a doozy. think Alicia would ask Lord Ao, God amongst gods, Lord of creation, a simple question. Is there ever an end to conflict?
Whoa, that like hit me.
I think that's probably the one thing that's on their mind if that question was to be asked.
Well, you have earned Faxpiration, and man, I wish there was a way for you to find the answer to that question.
Probably
Let
not gonna
us
find it here, but it's fine. It's
in
hypothetical.
this
It's
lodge.
hypothetical.
And finally, Aviles, what would you ask the god of creation given the opportunity?
So with Aviles not being as socialized as the other party members, he didn't really realize there were that many gods until very recently, having really only known Sylvanus and Thrim, or whatever god we decided the Yeti worship. And then he found out about Lathander, and now you tell him there's Ao, a creator god. He's like, whoa. I need like a chart or something, some sort of, relationship diagram. How many gods are there? Because he would be a little confused.
Is that the question he's asking?
That's his question.
I feel like Ao would say, well, in these forgotten realms, there's actually a god for just about anything that you can imagine.
Oh, yeah. Bring up the Great Calamity and try to explain that to him. Blow his mind. Yeah.
You're going to need to take a seat, Sonny, because this is going to be a long discussion.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, we have all been charged with Faxpiration. I see everyone's got a little light bulb. We've got a DM inspiration that has been given out. And it is time to begin. So we should all be in front of the lodge. The deceptive Winter Wolf, Koran, is chained currently to Game in the Glaive. And what does the party do next?
If I recall, Koran said that there was a passage. This led to the kids. This led somewhere else.
The right one led to the whale, and the middle one
Yeah.
was the giant's throne room.
Yeah.
The good news is Aviles prepared pass without trace, so the sneaky approach may work for us.
Well,
All right,
that's my suggestion.
I say we turn off most of our lights and try and go rescue the kids.
I mean, are we sure that's such a, good idea? I mean, I'm not looking to fight the giant. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to fight the giant. Never fought a giant before. Listen, I know I'm a bit bloodthirsty. Just hear me out. We are trusting that mangy cur told us the truth. That there could be like surprises because it's like brother got away from us. So do we want to like scout it out first? Do we want to move in force? Because Fuckstick here kind of needs a babysitter.
I could make us all harder to detect, and then I could sneak in as a spider. It would be very hard for it to see me.
I know it sounds a bit crazy, but I think our furry friend here is at least telling the truth in the location. What we'll find there may be a different story.
Right, so it needs to be like explored a bit. which is what I was saying. But we got lucky when Avalis and I went off, found this one. They duped us. So I mean, what's stopping him from doing it again? I wouldn't feel right if somebody went off and if we got off and we could have avoided a bad situation. Just saying.
You do make a good point. Well, I agree with maybe the plan of sneaking in and seeing how far that gets us.
Corin, do you know where your brother is?
Oh, he would be very hard to track right now, with the snow and the wind and the blizzard. It's hard to say. And he laughs.
Do you two normally... Where do you two sleep here, anyway?
The winter wolf will point his nose towards the opening here. Say, we sleep in there with our giant master.
Well, is the time that's here correctly reflected? It's 2:45 in the morning.
I believe so. Yeah, you guys have been hard at it.
Yeah, we
hold on.
left late in the afternoon for some reason. But yeah, 2:45 a.m. by the time we got here.
Well, I don't know what hours the giant keeps, but if there's any chance of us to sneak in, it's probably now.
Alright, are we going all at once? Or are we gonna, reconnoiter?
Probably want to stagger it.
I do have an idea if you get in trouble. Gaiman, can... Corin, you said they were in a locked cage?
Oh, yes, they're in a locked cage, all right. We want to make sure that they don't get away.
Oh, see, did Lotus create bonfire?
I did.
Okay, so I was thinking I could, go to the whale and create bonfire on the whale and maybe make it explode because of, decaying whale gases.
This is D&D. There's no science in D&D.
But I think maybe I need to go with the party to try and unlock their cage quietly. Because I think I'm the only one, as far as I know. I don't know if anyone else is.
You're going to be the only one who's got the use tools.
Yeah, most likely.
Am I the only one proficient in them?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us have any kind of roguish backgrounds.
So I will suggest that to Lotus if Lotus wants to go see if they can make a whale explode, just in case we're all screaming for help. It might be a good distraction.
Yeah, that could work. And also, if that could work as distraction, and as backup, I can disguise myself. I could disguise myself as one of the children, make him think that one of them escaped, and try to lure him away if he gets wind of what you all are doing.
I still don't understand how that would work. Would you just run up to the giant and be like, "Hey, I'm escaping. You can't catch me. and then like you run off in a different direction from the rest of us?
That's as far as I got with it.
Okay.
Question.
I'm gonna go.
How do you know what the teens look like? To
Yeah, I
disguise
think only
yourself
Avalis
as
has
one of
probably
them?
seen him. Yeah.
Right.
So Avalis could try to do his best to describe to you exactly what they look like, and then based on that description, you can try to disguise yourself from there.
They're younger and smaller than us.
Mhm.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
I imagine like Lotus
Yeah,
has her
I think
her
it's
note.
going to be about as effective as us throwing shit in the joint. So, got a plan C.
All right. Oh, I don't. Anyway, I'm gonna head towards the left. I'm gonna try and sneak quietly towards the left.
Alrighty.
Avalis, are you gonna? Do you want to use your spell slot for that pass without trace?
If you guys are
Hold
open to it,
on. Before we commit, what are we doing with, big and fuzzy over here?
It's Koran's gonna go with us, I assume, so we can keep an eye on him.
Yeah, but what's stopping him from, like, betraying us?
He'll be the first one to die.
He
That's
laughs
it.
when you say that. For some reason, he laughs. You're not sure exactly what's so funny.
God, I'm imagining what is it, fucking Muttley from the racing cartoons.
oh my gosh, the
Yeah,
the
the one.
dog,
Yeah.
Oh no, this is this is a very subtle performance, and I like it. Or if you are going for Heath Ledger's Joker, if I'm not mistaken.
He doesn't ask you guys if you want to see an icicle disappear or anything like that. Koran is just taking in the measures of your plans silently, just waiting to see what you do.
Hearing that reaction, Lotus will leer down at him and say, "Mind letting the rest of us in on the joke?"
Thought of something funny, that's all. You wouldn't get it. It's an inside joke.
Koran, if a fight breaks out and our side loses, at least 7 people will die. And there's only 5 of us.
He looks to you and says, "Well, good thing I'm not a person then."
I'm counting you.
Someone who looks like they like to keep accurate measures. You should label your units more carefully.
You know, Corin, I'm exercising some extreme patience at the moment. So why don't you drop the snark and, be a good little prisoner and shut the fuck up. All right. Here. You ready to do this? Avalis, you ready to do this?
he nods.
All right. We're fucking doing this. Let's go.
All right, Avalis will cast Pass Without Trace on everybody except Koran, because F that guy.
How many creatures can you cast that on?
Unlimited, just have to be within 30 feet of me.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just gonna say, like, I mean, we would want him to be quiet, right? Because he's the most likely to, like, fuck us over. I don't fuck that guy, but, like, he could, fuck us over. Just saying.
His presence would not be out of the ordinary.
All right. Holy
Everyone-
shit!
That's the aura of the Pass Without Trace is 30 feet.
Yeah, what that means is you have to stay within 30 feet of me too.
Oh, it's so big.
All right, are we moving?
Yeah.
The wolf doesn't seem to give you any what's the word? Doesn't seem to give you any resistance. He is just simply easily walking with you as you guys are traveling towards this location.
Where's all that light coming from?
I think that's just our line of sight.
Well, you have a light on, right?
I turned my light off,
I turned mine off.
and like I'm seeing people move, and I think it might be coming from Quran.
I have dark vision.
I just
shouldn't
turned mine
really-
off. I think I had like a torch going or something.
I don't know where the light's coming from. Like I see people moving. I don't see the light moving with them. I think it's Quran. I think Quran's got a huge light on them.
Let me look. Oh, hold on. Your DM went to the light page to see if there was light being
Don't
sprayed
go
out
towards the
from there.
light, DM.
But I want to meet up with my wife that got hit by the car and she got sandwiched to the tree. He is not producing any light, according to this.
Okay.
I turned mine off, or at least I thought I turned
I
mine
have no
off.
idea where this light is coming from, but it looks like oh, okay. Now there's no light.
It was
coming from
me.
anybody.
I thought I turned it off, and now I definitely turned it off.
Okay.
I can't see shit.
Well, you can turn yours back on. Just make it, 10 feet instead of whatever that was.
it was a torch.
Yeah, the
Yeah, turn
torch
on-
is like 20.
Turn on your weapon light. Your
Well, give me a second. Let me.
This whole light situation is also making Karan chuckle to himself.
All right. I guess to
this is
prepare...
an OOC light situation. We're messing with Foundry.
Hold on. Is it 10 and 10, or is it
It's
5 and 5?
10. 5 and 10.
So 5 bright, 10 dim.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I guess to prepare just in things go pear-shaped, Lotus is going to reach into her pack and I'm going to go ahead and eat one of Nimsy's cookies here and give myself 6 temp HP.
That's a good idea.
Right, that's what the cookies do. I just thought they were delicious.
They're delicious. What are you talking about?
Well, no, I mean, Lotus just said that she ate cookie and got more healthy.
That's
oh.
that's what cookies do.
Caleb imagine goes without saying. We're sneaking.
You don't think
Damn
there's anything
I've got
that
my hands
leaves
full
it?
of chains. Can't eat a cookie right now. God damn it.
Turn around, Gaiman.
What were you saying? Okay.
Sneaky.
Sneaky. Yeah, you guys are being sneaky, and you guys are moving up, and I will let you know when you need to make a stealth check. Right now, you guys don't need to make a stealth check at the moment.
If you have a cookie, Gaiman, Alicia will feed it to you.
Yeah, it's just in the pack there. I mean,
I see the kids.
Here, open your mouth.
Let me tell you guys what you see as you move into this corridor. A huge, slatted animal cage with a locked gate attached to it by rusty hinges stands against the west wall of this chamber. Trapped inside the cage are 2 shivering humans in cold weather clothing. They are just kind of... Well, let's see. They can see light coming from around the corner, but they can't see you all. Avalis, you can see the girl in the cage looks like this. You would recognize that as Silja. And then you see the boy in the cage looks like that. You recognize that as Fend.
Avalis, I believe you're the. Well, actually, I don't know. Either Alicia or Avalis would be our trap detector. Probably.
If it's investigation, it ain't me.
I can do investigation. I recently picked it up.
Is it?
That's not
I don't
very
know.
high,
When what do you do for trap detection, DM? Do you do perception or investigation?
This is a case where it is investigation to find traps.
Yeah, that's not me.
Oh, I've got a +4.
Oh, +3. I can give you advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna search for traps.
It's generally in the room or on the cage itself.
Just generally in the room.
Okay, as you look around for traps, you don't see any arrow slits. You don't see any gas tubes. As you're looking down at the floor, you don't see any like Team Rocket like dugouts where they covered it with big branches of like pine trees. You detect no traps.
Waiting for the team to come up.
Yeah.
Alicia will stick to the corner. Just
Yeah, I
to
kind of
listen
want to
out.
hang back a little bit just to keep an eye on in case anything's coming up on our rear.
Yeah, same.
Oh, it's enclosed. I thought they would all be connected.
Yeah, this appears
this-
to be a closed off room. Akia, I didn't put walls on this cage, but you can't phase through the walls. I apologize.
Oh, I just thought the floor was right here. Like I thought it was like a 3D cage. and it
Oh,
kinda looked
perspective
like-
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you could stand in that square. That would make sense.
Avalis will.
It is a huge cage. I cannot see them inside.
Avalis will try to get their attention quietly. Silja,
Who's there? Who's there? Who's calling our name?
It's I, Avalis, the Thane of Dugan's Hole. We have come to rescue you. Please, be quiet, but know that we are trying to free you now.
All right, I will check the cage for traps. And then try to open the cage.
Okay, you can check for traps around the cage, absolutely. And they say, "Oh yes, we'll be as quiet as we can be." You detect no traps on the cage. You don't see any like hanging spears or like slashing blades, anything like that.
Well, I guess if I'm giving advantage to Kia, it would be closer.
Mm-hmm. Now, you do see that there is a lock on the gate to the cage.
All right, I will. If they can't just squeeze through the bars, I'll use some thieves' tools.
Yeah, you see that the slats of the cage are pretty large, but not large enough for these human teenagers to slip through.
And I will cast guidance.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to need that guidance. All right, you're pretty close here to hitting the DC.
Okay, I'll use my Faxpiration.
Okay. All right, let's see. That's 15 total. Okay, so here's what happens. The attempt takes roughly a minute based on the quality, the size, and the makeup of the lock itself, because it seems like a giant built this cage. As you unlock it, it comes undone, and the door is ready to be opened.
Quickly and quietly. This way.
The kids move towards the door. They look very weak, like they haven't, been able to move really, but inside their cage, they've been fed. They don't appear to be as fat as promised. You don't even think that they could move the cage door.
If and Avalis says this, but really to the kids,
If the giant finds us or a fight breaks out, do not be alarmed, but I will transform into a war horse. I want you to jump on me, and we will ride out of here.
Okay, we will, right, brother? Yes, we will. We will jump on your back and carry us to mother.
okay, back we go.
Hold on. You said that they looked physically weak, and this is
Yeah, physically weak.
And this is an iron door that it doesn't look like they were able to move.
Mm-hmm. So I'll need one of you guys to try to open the door.
Okay. I will try to quietly open the door.
Yeah, How do you plan to do that?
You have a crowbar or something?
I do have a crowbar.
I think that gives you advantage on.
I'm also very
athletic.
weak. I could just let Gaiman do it.
Yeah.
Gaiman.
He has a dragon wolf over here.
Well, I'm not having to drag him. I have to babysit him. All right.
Okay,
listen,
I'll trade out with you.
Listen, if you fuck this up, you're getting turned into a fucking rock on my floor. Go ahead.
Got it. And he gives you a salute with his paw.
All right, and then I'll trade.
Is
with
there a
Gaiman.
way to
I'll take
not have him follow me?
Oh yeah, sorry. I just move him, and then I have him follow our boy Akia.
And I guess I'll give Gaiman the crowbar if he wants it.
Sure, whatever. All right. Do you want me to roll in athletics or?
Absolutely, you can use athletics to roll, and you would have advantage because of the crowbar to get it open.
And I
All right.
guidance on
Alicia,
top of you.
Alicia could oil it
I do have oil. Maybe these are just
and
rusty
and
jumps.
give Gaiman guidance.
But yeah, I'm giving him guidance as well.
Okay, so what's you're gonna guidance Gaiman, and then what else is happening?
Yeah, that's just it. I think he is gonna have advantage because of the crowbar. So
Okay.
unless using oil will lower the DC.
It may also prevent it from making a sound if it's
That too.
You know, I just fucking do it. I'll just wait.
Yeah. At least we'll take out a flask of oil and we'll attempt to pour it into like some of the joints of the door, just to make
You do notice that as you're pouring the oil in, all of the hinges of this door were incredibly rusty.
Oh, yes, that would have been very bad. Gaiman, give me a lift. Can't get the upper ones.
All right. Gaiman will put the crowbar down, and he will, get down on his haunches, and he'll like create a stirrup using his hands for you.
Thank you. Right there. Okay. And yeah, I'm assuming that will consume the whole flask.
Yes.
All right. Down to 8.
All right. Gaiman will put down Alicia. He'll pick up the crowbar. Think better of it. He'll tuck it under his armpit. He'll spit in both hands, rub them together, pick up the crowbar again, and then he will wedge it, and he will prepare to open the door.
And
Absolutely.
Alicia will touch his bicep and give him guidance.
Love it.
So, Gibby, you shouldn't have told that damn story.
You still have a D4 and okay, that gets you to
All right, 13. What does that get me?
The door gently comes open, and it comes open without making much of a noise at all, thanks to its well-oiled hinges. And the two teenagers step out from the cage. You see that the girl is clinging to the end of her braids, almost like a safety net. And the boy, his hands are frostbitten, and his teeth are chattering uncontrollably.
What do I have?
I've got a blanket
Yeah, I also got a blanket too.
that I stole from Torga.
Yeah, Alicia will kind of actually notices you have a blanket, go over, grab it, and come over, and then we'll give both of them a blanket because they have one as well. While that's happening, can I just make a quick medicine check, just to see how badly they are? I guess I'll hit myself with guidance. Yeah,
The two kids are frostbitten, hungry and exhausted. They don't need immediate medical care to live. However, they will need probably a very long long stretch of medical care once they get back to Dugan's Hole to recover from this trauma that they have incurred upon themselves.
All right. Then Alicia will make sure that they're both wrapped up with blankets, and we'll usher them along. Like, we need to go quickly. Come on.
Avalos, it looks like they might need a good berry.
I'll hand him 2 good berries from Red.
Wait, no, don't do that. They've been through enough. You don't have to give them an evil good berry.
DM, also, I am no longer holding on to Quran. Gaiman is.
Excellent.
Eamon, there's no such thing as an evil good berry. That's why it's called a good berry.
No, it's definitely evil because it came from the bush. The evil awakened bush.
I don't know how many times I have to keep telling you, Gaiman, the bush isn't evil.
All right. In
No,
addition
it's
to
definitely
the 2,
evil.
in addition to the 2 good berries he gives them, he'll also give him each a ration of his, and make the good berry kind of less obvious, the ration very obvious.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, you're able to kind of do a berry cup game sort of situation, so that we. And they immediately go ham over fist, shoving the meat, the good berries, anything from the rations that they
they're
can
gonna be
into their
so
mouths.
full. They're gonna vomit on my horse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about them because they don't have pass without trace. But we do tell them to be quiet.
Yeah, Alicia will stay with them and kind
Hey.
of usher them along.
DM, can I make a perception check just to see if I notice anything like any movement that unaccounted for?
Yeah, you can give me an active perception check. You don't notice anything new. You are aware of the things that you are aware of at the moment. I love how the tokens do little spinnies as they're following you guys.
I know, right?
Corian is whistling as you guys are walking out.
Will you
Like a
shut
loud
the fuck
whistle.
up?
Just a little low whistle, like the whistle from a very, very special movie involving a cat swashbuckling rogue.
I said, knock it off.
Oh, let me have a little fun.
I'll let you have all the fun you fucking want once we get out of this predicament.
Now, as you guys get to here, I was checking your passive perceptions, and unfortunately enough, none of you saw this coming.
Interesting.
Yes, even Isha didn't see this coming, which was amazing. Akia, I'm sorry, your active perception check was also not high enough. You are attacked by the other wolf. The other wolf, thanks to... I will pop this ability up into chat. Has advantage on hiding in snowy terrains. So essentially, this is the classic hiding in a snowbank and then jumping out at the right moment.
Oh, it says private.
And I can show you the check. And that is a 22. So the wolf jumps out and says, "Time to be free." And I will put on some combat music.
Well, shit.
Well, I'm gonna wild shape and get the F out of there, guys.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's the plan we discussed.
Okay, and let me put on some Bardify here. Oh, and you guys are so clutch with that idea, by the way, of oiling. So clutch. So let me put on some ambush music here. I will grab everyone. We should all be in the initiative order, or at least in the tracker, and you guys can roll initiative. I will roll for the NPCs, including the 2 teens. And so Kanan is going to get a surprise round on everyone. So Kanan will act in round 1, and then everyone else will act in round 2. So Kanan is going to rush up. And he's actually going to rush past you, Akia. So you get, like, whiffed by. And the creature releases a savage howl. So gains advantage on attack rolls and saving throw rolls until the start of the wolf's next turn. All other creatures within 30 feet. Or be frightened for 1 minute. Ooh!
I would like to actually, you know what? Is it wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save.
Oh, I just realized this. I'm going to
I
spend
would like
my
to
luck.
use my birthday inspiration for that, please.
And-
Yes.
I'm going to spend my lucky point to re-roll that.
Okay.
God damn it!
Everyone so far but Alicia. Everyone so far but
Still
Alicia
whiffed it.
is afraid. Let me give you guys all the fear.
I mean,
This is- Go
we're
ahead.
doing we're doing the new rules, right? Where it's just a penalty. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Which is still, I mean, this is pretty surprising, right? This wolf jumps out from a snowbank, lets out the savage howl. Oh. So we got fear 3 to everyone who should be feared. Oh, the kids need to make a save as well. Wow. So Silja is not afraid. Finn is afraid. All right. So the wolf, that he does that as his bonus action, letting out a savage howl. He is going to use his action targeting the chain itself. And he's going to try to make a strength check on the chain, because I believe that's how it works. To try to break it. And let's see. Chain. Okay. Oof, a 16 is pretty good, but he needed to hit a DC 20 to break the chain, which he did not do. So he tears at the chain with his teeth. It does not budge. All right, so we're going to... So everyone, I'm going to activate everybody in round 1. And then in round 2, Kanan is going to have Koran act first. Koran, I should say. Alrighty. Koran says, "Well, that surprised me, brother. But thank you for your help." Alrighty. He is going to turn around, and I believe currently his mouth is kind of chained, so he couldn't really give a good bite.
No, he could if he wanted, because it was more of a leash, is what I described.
I gotcha.
I don't think there would have had enough length to make like a muzzle or gentle leader type situation.
Sure. Okay. The wolf is going to target Alicia here, because he saw Alicia do some spell casting earlier, and he's a smart boy. He's going to slam his body into Alicia using his action.
Bad dog.
And due to Kanan's howl ability, this would have advantage. So that is a 22 for 10 bludgeoning on Alicia.
That is a very bad dog.
Oh, bad dog.
We've all been there when you're like walking through the kitchen, you don't see your dog, and it just hits you right in the knees, and you're like, oh, I'm going down. So the dog, the winter wolf slams itself into Alicia's knees. It roars in defiance. And Alicia, you can steal.
I am definitely going to steal because that was not fun.
Oh, and I should mention both these creatures pinged Paragon actions.
A blooper piece.
Mm-hmm. They were bloopers.
They were bloopers.
Oh my god, they were bloopers.
I'm gonna spend my last second level spell slot and is that on?
Oh, don't worry. Pass Without Trace is gonna go any second.
But most of our spells are concentration based, so
Almost all mine are, yeah.
yeah. So second level spell slot to cast Bless onto Alicia, Avalis, Akia, and Gaiman.
I mean, I'm about to take off, so you can give it to someone else if you want.
Okay. Then it will be Lotus instead of Avalis.
We be blessed.
You be blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Did you say Akia?
Yes.
Thank you.
I guess if these kids are also following them. There.
Oh, I need to make them stop following you because it's combat. There we go.
All right, that's fair. Guess Alicia will move to here so that they can try and make like a little passage behind them that the kids can follow to kind of get by the wolf. And I think that's going to be it for them. Yeah, that's gonna be it for them. Gonna pass to.
If you pass to Gaiman, he can rage. I'm sure he wants to.
Yeah.
I also kind of need Gaiman to move for something that I would like to do.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to AoE these wolves.
So I'll pass to Gaiman.
Okay, I'm going to have Kanan use his Paragon power, his only of the round. He is going to target. What is the best way to do this here? Yeah, he'll target Akia. Because I think he can only get 2 or 1 person at most any way he spends it. So yeah, he'll just straight on blast Akia in the face with a cold breath.
Wow, that's powerful. I was really hoping that 12 was the one that was first.
Okay, that is 22 points of cold damage as it just blasts Akia right in the noggin with a cold breath.
You're resistant to cold, though, right?
Yeah, that's still a lot of damage.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. And then I believe Gaiman is up as these 2 wolves are fighting back to back.
You are both starting to really piss me off. And Gaiman is going to rage and embiggen. And he is going to grab Corin by the scruff of the neck. And he is going to attempt to bludgeon Kanan with him.
Oh, because yeah, you're about to get big. So we got some big interactions in square here. So let's see. David, I think you would like grow out into this square here.
Okay.
Oh, tokens are moving.
It might make more sense for me to like. Well, no, I am holding on to the leash. Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. So. I was about to say I recklessly do this, but I mean I already have advantage. I will grab. I'll grab Corin by the scruff of the neck and try and slam him into Kanan.
Alrighty. Let's see an attack roll for that.
Sorry, this is with advantage.
All right, a 14. Unfortunately enough, is going to miss Kanan.
I will use my Faxpiration.
Okay.
D6.
Yes, it is a D6 until level 5.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
We learned that their AC is like 19 or something. It's crazy.
A 18 does hit Cayman with Koran, so he will bludgeon into him. So you can give me let's do a D8 plus your strength here as you bludgeon Koran into Kanan.
All right, 1d8 plus 4 then.
Allies. Okay, so as you swing Koran at Kanan, you have triggered his reaction. The Avenging Bite. A creature within reach of the Winterwolf's bites attacks one of the Winterwolf's allies. Effect, the Winterwolf makes a bite against the triggering creature. So as you swing Koran at Kanan, Koran's mouth opens up and it bites down on your arm. And it looks like you got a 23 in here. I'll use its bite attack to roll the damage. For 9 piercing damage.
All right, reduced to 4.
4. Mm-hmm. And it's used its reaction. But please continue your turn.
All right, so bonus action rage action to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. That's all the action economy. So I'm assuming Akia was like, Gaiman, I have a plan, but I need you to be out of the way. So I'm going to risk an opportunity attack and take a step back.
Just to ask, that damage roll, did that include everything from his rage?
So it would be a D8 plus his strength, and then another 2. So it should be 2 more damage.
Oh, plus
Cool.
4 because plus another D4 because I'm enlarged.
That is true. Okay, and
So that would be another 6 points of damage.
alrighty, we will apply that. So Kanan, as you are moving out of its threatened square, will make a bite.
They both, either would miss.
Perfect. So yeah, it tries to lash out at you, and it misses.
And Corin would stay put, I guess. All right.
And the chain is connected between you two?
Yeah. Unless, yeah, I mean, I could still technically, like, I could wrap the chain around my forearm to be able to, like, use both hands to grab Corin and hit Kanan with him.
Oh, okay. No problem.
So yeah, I'd say we're still connected.
There's just a line connecting you both. No problem. All right, and he used his reaction. And you're trying to pass to Akia. Akia, as you are going to get past to, Kanan is going to steal because he was damaged. Okay,
Unless, Akia, you want to use a fan inspiration to steal back.
Actually, I'll use a DM inspiration to steal back.
Okay. You're stealing back, no issue. As you go to steal, Corin has a Paragon. He will Paragon action. So he can act, and his action, he is going to try to break the chain. He fails. He only gets an 11. And Akia, you are up.
All right. So Kanan disappeared from my screen, I guess, because like the very center of them's like outside of the. But like I can still see most of them here, right?
You can still target an area for an AOE.
But I mean, he's still there, right? Like I can see most of them on the edge of my light.
Yeah, he's still there.
Correct.
Okay.
He's not moved.
I'm gonna fairy fire at both of them to try and they'll probably resist, but it'd be really clutch if they didn't. So fairy
All
fire.
right, let's see that template. It looks like Alicia is in that template.
If you move
Is
it
she?
like, if you move it
I
five,
saw it.
if you
Oh,
move it 5
there's-
feet up, you can get me out.
Oh,
of it.
some of it's colored and some of it's a weird. Yeah, I'll move it.
Yeah,
I'll move
some
it
is
back
outlined,
up.
some has like a.
Yeah, look at the color, not the outline.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to place was the color, not the outline.
Okay, they will make saves.
It is a very low DC
Why is your DC only 11?
because I'm a furred.
Furred, yeah. It's
Oh,
-3 to everything.
at the end of your turn, Gaiman, by the way, you can reduce your fear to fear 2. So I will do that for you. Oops. Don't take a screenshot.
Much obliged.
All right, and they both save.
Sorry, wife started talking to me. Bonus action. We'll activate self-repairing armor, and then I'll try and pass to Avalos, I guess.
All right, Avalas, you can go. I believe both these creatures have used their paragons, so no more paragon stealing for them.
Okay, Avalis will phase step, poof, and he just bamps there. Oh, and I'm dropping concentration on because there's no way that's still happening. So phase step is used. He'll tell the kids to grab on as he wild shapes. I don't know why it rolled anything.
Oh, I was trying
Oh,
to save
yes, you're
from
saying.
fear.
Okay, I was his res I click wild shape. So yeah, he uses one of those to become a war horse. Which I will drag out because I realize I can do that myself. And I suppose I have to wait for the kids to their turn.
I'll say the kids will reaction, like grab a hold of you, like, we're grabbing a hold.
Perfect. Then wild shape was my action, so no dash, unfortunately. But I will move. I believe it's 60 feet. And I'm not at 11 hit points. I would be at 19. Let me change that. Okay, thanks for that roll. I don't know why it produced flame, but okay. Where'd my warhorse go?
Didn't you know when horses get nervous, they produce flames?
Apparently. I don't know why he disappeared. Okay. He and the kids are going to go 60 feet. And yes, I realize I will take an opportunity attack if he has it.
No,
Yes.
all the opportunity attacks have been used up.
Oh, use his reaction.
So, because they used their paragon power, they both regained their reaction.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Well, I'll take, unless he outright drops me. Which
Yeah, so he'll whip his claw out at you.
yeah, that hits. I'll take the
So only 9 points of damage, and here I'm going to have the kids follow you. And he did not try to attack the kiddos, which would have been very bad.
My warhorse has no vision.
Oh, does your horse not have dark vision?
I have it because Akia, well, not dark vision. I do have light because Akia gave me a necklace.
Oh, okay.
What's the range on that?
It's 10 dim, 5 bright.
Okay, I have no idea how to apply that, Kilo. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, you're good.
How many feet away have I gone? Distance 30. Okay, so I go 30 more feet. Okay. Another 10.
Avalos, maybe get them to the B team and then come back.
Yeah. Okay. Do I know, is the B team south of us? East or,
They're somewhere over Meta Hill.
Okay. Yeah. I will go to Meta Hill, which I assume will take a turn or two at least, and I will dash my next turn to do that. And then you just tell me when I re-enter the fray.
Sure. And for now, we will remove them from combat because they're on a horseback.
I will pass to Lotus.
And I will drop your fear to fear 2 and Lotus.
All right, I definitely do not like being in melee with these dudes, so I am going to use a second level spell slot to Misty Step away. I'm going to move it over here, just behind Kia. Perfect. All right. Doop. All right. Still afeared, so I don't want to do anything that has super high save. So I will go ahead and for my attack action, I will just go ahead and fastball pitch a firebolt at Koran.
That is a hit.
7 fire. All right. Doop. All right. So, yep, that's all for me. So I'll just pass it to Kanan because he's the last one up.
Absolutely. So he needs to make 2 d6 rolls. 1. Did not get his cold breath back. Does get his savage howl back. Oh, Kitty. Kitty went right in front of the computer here. So for his action, he is once again going to try to break the chain holding his brother. The chain is broken. Koran is free. Kanan will then use a bonus action to once again Savage Howl. So that's everyone within 30 feet. Give us a wisdom save. Now, I know you guys are currently frightened, but this is to see if he can get you back up to frightened 3.
Yeah, fuck that
Alicia
noise.
is good. Looks like Gaiman might go back up to frightened 3, and Lotus is going to go back up to frightened 3.
Tell you what, let me spend my Faxpiration, see if I can bump that up.
Sure. And Akia does not go to frightened 3.
All right.
Okay.
And just fend it off.
Yes, you did. Okay, so let me just go back in and do one of those. Perfect. Okay. So that is Kanan's action and bonus action. Regains his Paragon power, regains his reaction. And since he did not damage anyone, going into round 3.
Hey guys, don't forget you get to repeat the save on that fear at the end of each of your turns.
Yes, and if you save, your fear level will drop by 2 points instead of dropping by 1. So if you were at fear 3, you would go to fear 1. If you're at fear 2 currently, you would go to fear 0.
Ooh, so I'd be at 0 then.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, going into round 3. Koran is going to act. Koran is going to disengage. 20, 25, 35, 40, 45. And he uses action to disengage. He will also Savage Howl. So, once again, Lotus and Akia. And I don't know if he's close enough to... Alicia is just in range.
Rude.
Gaiman is out of range. You have been lights out on these saves, Alicia. Oh my gosh.
That has been the third nat 20 this combat, and it's only round 3. I fear what the rest of the session is going to be like.
There we go. Okay. The wolf laughs. I guess it's time for you all to meet the master. And he is going to pass to Kanan.
And the fear debuffs you for the next Savage Howl.
Yep. But they have to roll a d6 and get a 5 or a 6 to get it back. Okay, Kanan will disengage from Alicia and from everyone else. Moves 45 feet to here, kind of out of the opening. That way they have the tundra and the wall behind them. And Kanan, at the start of its turn, rolls a couple of dice to see if it gets stuff back. Cool. It will yet let out a yelp and say, Norsu, we have more victims for the pyre. And you guys hear the icicles kind of shake and shatter and kind of dance and move all about within the launch. Go ahead.
Don't forget, there's there's 3 hunting traps in that main entrance.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And he'll pass to Lotus.
I guess hearing that, Lotus will call out to the others. It's like, I think we're gonna have some large company soon. I don't know about you all, but I think we should probably get out of here.
Yep, time to leave.
All right. So, hearing that, I will go ahead and spend my remaining second level spell slot. I will Misty Step once again. Doop 30 feet. I'll go doop. And then spend my movement another 30 feet following in the tracks of Warhorse Avalis.
Love it.
You could just jump on Warhorse Avalis. That range.
I don't think a horse can hold 3 people.
That's the thing. It's like the children are important. I can just run alongside them as best I can. So, yep, I'm just making my way towards the edge of the map to meet up with him and the rest of the B team. And who wants it?
I would like to take it to just.
All right, I'll go ahead and pass to Alicia.
All right, Alicia, you are going to go next, but the Koran is going to use its Paragon power because it refreshed that on its turn. It sees an Akia standing there looking so pretty. Can't get closer to you, Akia, unfortunately, but it will target you. And it shoots an ice beam out of its mouth. Like a fucking Pokemon. But you were able to dodge out of the way of its ice beam. Oof, okay. And Alicia, you're up.
Alright. Moving. Running. Just gonna use movement for now. And then we'll just do a cantrip on Koran. Hit him with a Probably gonna miss, but whatever. Sacred Flame.
Alrighty, let me roll for that. Ooh, you get him for 3 radiant.
Well, shit. That's it for me. I'll pass it to Akia so you can stop getting breath weaponed.
Okay. Oh, and Lotus, you found Fear 2? Perfect. Okay, and Akia, the creature known as Canaan, is going to use a Paragon. Because it's got one of those.
Okay.
It's going to try to shoot an ice beam at you as well. Because ice beams are cool. But low rolls for the ice beam. Please go, my friend.
It hits, it just doesn't do anything. Like, what was that?
You
Scared
pull
that
Luke Skywalker and you just brush lint off your shoulder.
I'm very concerned because I don't know what that beam that just hit me was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's very scary. I'm gonna cast Long Strider on myself as my action. That lasts an hour, and I don't know where the rest of this fight's gonna go. So now my movement speed is 40, and I'm going to... Oh man, I want to go light up that whale. Oh well. I'm on the wrong side of the map.
I mean, you guys could go in there and rush the throne room, right?
I don't think we want to do that.
Mm.
All right, it's 30. 40. I'm gonna move to there. No bonus action, so who hasn't gone? Gaiman and Avalos? I guess I'll say past Avalos then, so we can go turn in the kids to the B team.
Yeah, so I will dash and go 120 feet to further. So
Alright, now you just fucking show it off.
Oh, and Akia, you could have gave us a save to see if you drop your fear to fear 1.
So that is plus 90 feet.
I saw dice being rolled, but
I rolled a
nothing
12.
showed. Alrighty. Okay, so waiting over the ledge, your B team members are waiting for the kids and say, "We'll grab the kids. You guys do what you need to do."
Sweet. And I assume that takes all 90 feet to get there. Or all
Yeah.
120. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is it for me for now. Drop off the kids, and I will stay a horse so I can get back next turn.
Ooh. Drop the kids off at the pool.
Yes. And obviously over to Gaiman.
All right, Gaiman. These 2 winter wolves are outside.
Did they move? I thought there was one like right at the entrance.
They moved. You're like
They're-
10 feet from one of them.
Yeah, if as you move forward, you'll see them.
Well, I can't see it, so I can't.
Oh, you don't have dark vision, right?
No, I don't.
Do you have any movement left?
No, that was my 30 feet.
Thankfully, we're not playing Pathfinder, so you guys don't have to spend an action to call out enemies. So you guys can free action point them out.
Yeah.
I'll just Akia will point in this direction since you can see Akia. You know, in a line, so you know they're somewhere. There's somewhere in this line that I am pointing. Oh, you can't see the line in the darkness?
Nope. I can see you, but I can't see the line, which is a weird mechanical thing, but that's just how the game is. Fuck it. We're gonna draw the longbow, special longbow. We're gonna knock a Remoraz arrow, and we're gonna fire at where Akia was gesturing. I don't know if that would be a straight roll, disadvantage, or what, as I'm still raging.
This would be disadvantage, and I believe with a reckless attack, I think it specifies melee.
Melee only. Well, here goes nothing.
Yeah, you can hear him snarling. The arrow flies off into the darkness. You hear a meow as it strikes a crag cat somewhere off in the mountain.
All right, that's my turn.
You control initiative.
I will pass to the one that I can see. I'll pass to Akia.
Okay, Akia.
All right. Don't forget to save. Wisdom save.
Oh yeah, gaming. Give us a wisdom save to see if you overcome your fear.
Oh, I won't.
You are now down to fear 1.
Oh, okay. Well, I did. Yay, I did a thing.
Okay, Akia, there are 2 wolves in the darkness that I don't believe you can see.
All right. I'm just gonna throw a napalm jet over there, so it will sort of light them up.
You create a bonfire on ground that you can see within range.
That I can see within range.
That is the first sentence.
Man. Okay. I would like to move that into the light over here. Oh, it got deleted. I'm just gonna make light right there with a bonfire. I don't know how much light it would make. I don't know, torch light? I don't know. It doesn't actually say it makes light. I assume it makes light.
It'll make a little light. I'll throw you that bone. There you go. Makes a little light.
And then I will move another. I guess I don't want to move right next to everyone else because I don't want to light them up. I guess I'll move right there and say, everyone keep running, and pass to. This was a new round, right?
Yeah, this is the round. You guys are controlling initiative.
I'll pass to Alicia, I guess.
All right, Alicia.
Okay. I will move 15 feet this way. I'm going to. The other one is lit up by the bonfire. So for this one, I'm just going. The other one. So is this Kanan? Yeah, this Kanan. Going to just throw a first level guiding bolt their way. For a 19.
A 19 will hit. They cannot do anything about a guiding bolt. Here we go. That's 13 radiant damage. This creature is now an easy target.
They are slightly glowing, and Alicia will continue running 30 feet downwards.
Oh, I forgot. I do have to add 1 person into the initiative.
It's fine. You don't have to.
It's all good. They're in now. They're in.
But that's it for them.
Okay. Let's see. Kanan will steal because he was Kamehameha waved.
Got spirit gun.
Alrighty. Yes, he was attacked. He will try to roll to see if he gets his cold breath weapon back. He does. Alrighty. Kanan will look to Korad, and Kanan will nod to him. He will rush forward to try to attack. Lotus, you immediately feel hot breath on your neck. As I believe, Lotus, you can't see in the dark, can you?
Nope.
Oh, so probably one of the most primal fears that we as humans have, a beast hunting us in the darkness when we cannot see them. This creature will make an attack against you, Lotus, with advantage.
Well, this
as
one
it
is
rushes to
glowing.
you. Yes, it is. It is glowing. Here we go. Bite. So that's a 25 for 7 piercing.
Its teeth are just fluorescing very brightly.
And can you give me a strength save, Lotus?
For some reason, it has a grill.
Yes. This is actually, its name is not Kanan, it's K-Pain.
All right, strength save.
Wow. Okay, you are not knocked prone by this bite. As the creature tries to drag you to the ground, you're able to fight it off so it can't drag you down. All right, and Lotus, you can steal.
All right, I will steal. I can't see, but I would say that since I was attacked by something in the darkness here, I'm just going to disengage and just keep running.
Sure.
Doop. So disengage, and then 30 feet. Doo-doo. Boo. All right, and then I will go ahead and pass to Gaiman.
All righty. Yeah, we'll go ahead and have him use it before I forget. He'll go ahead and use his Paragon Power. And this is Kanan. And let's see here if he does this. Yeah, I think he'll actually get more than... Ah, no! He can only get 1. That's all right. He'll just shoot one of you guys. He'll shoot the cleric.
Why, sir?
Alicia, give us a dexterity saving throw as you are shot from the darkness with a cold beam of breath.
Oh, there goes my luck. Let's see. Yeah, fan spell ain't gonna help me with that. Unless I really get good on that. No, I'll save it. I'll save
Four's
it.
not.
I'd rather keep it for the con save that I'm gonna have to make afterwards. So yeah, I'll take that 18 points of damage.
Woof.
Yeah. That should be a save because it's half the damage.
That is a save. Okay, that was the creature's Paragon, and then I believe Gaiman was being passed to, correct?
Yep.
All right, Gaiman, you can see this wolf from the bonfire lighting it up.
I believe Lotus passed her save on her fear.
Oh, if you passed your save on your fear, I believe you are at fear 2, so now you are not afraid at all. Like Eminem, you are not afraid.
All right, Gaiman is gonna run up to Goran, and he's gonna bust. He's gonna put away the longbow, bust out Lucille, and he's gonna recklessly attack.
Absolutely. Okay, a reckless attack, that is a 23. Ooh, even with its parry, it can't take that 23, so it's going to take 13 points of slashing damage.
And has Gaiman's just gonna stand his ground.
Excellent. The creature kind of does a cackle, and he will steal. All right, Koran regains his Paragon action. I know this is kind of a challenging combat with two different Paragon creatures that you guys are fighting. Let's see. It is going to, because these guys are hit and run fighters, it will disengage from Gaiman.
My fire got deleted, I think. I think it was right there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's still making light, so that's fine. It's just right there.
Sure. And it is going to disengage as its action, and then it is going to rush up towards Akia. It does get its Savage Howl back. And it will go ahead and just use it here.
Oh, I get to make another wisdom save.
Yes, please do. The DC is 16, so you would go from frightened. You're no longer feared. All right, this creature lets out a Savage Howl, so this would be save and save. Perfect. All right, that is those two creatures' actions. They will pass to a combatant that you have not seen yet. You hear a trumpeting sound coming from within. As a creature begins to rush forward. Let's see, that was 90.
It's good to make a bunch of deck saves when he hits the traps.
Yes, and let's see here. That was 55. So when it hits, it's going to hit two of them.
2 deck saves. They're only DC 13, but if he fails them, he takes 1d4 piercing and can no longer move.
Well, he failed the first one.
Okay. So he is basically not restrained. He'd just be grappled, but he can't move, and he takes 1d4 piercing.
Cool.
On his next turn, he can attempt to break free with a DC 13 strength check. Each failure will deal 1 piercing damage.
Sure. Yeah, roll me the piercing damage for the first one as it is able to dodge the second.
3. Not bad for
Cool.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You guys hear a trumpeting sound come from within. But I don't think anyone would be able to see into the doorway yet. So I will reveal them, keep them hidden. Avalas.
Avalis has dropped off the kid, so he will still as a horse use a dash, obviously, and go 120 feet. So he'll go 90 to appear back where he's at currently, and an additional 30, so 10, 20, 20. Ooh, I can actually get in range. He'll go right there, and he will charge and attack Karan. Not with the kids, obviously.
The kids are off map. They're at the pool.
Yes, this is probably a horrible idea, but if it happens,
But you used your action to dash.
oh poop, then he wouldn't do that. You're absolutely right. So 30 feet, then 10, 20. He'll just stay there then. So he has no other action then, because that is it. And I will pass to. I guess we had to start the new round. So it's anybody. I'll pass to Gaiman.
Okay, here we go. So going into round 5. I think both of these bad boys have already. Oh, one of them has not. I'll keep that in mind. The newcomer will go ahead and spend their Paragon power and make a strength and break through the thing. And then Gaiman.
Oh no. Okay, so Kanan's an easy target, right?
Yep.
That's correct. He has advantage. Next attack against him has advantage.
All right. Gaiman's going to put up Lucille, and he is going to grab Kanan and try and use Kanan as a weapon to hit Corin.
Okay. Okay, 26 will hit Koran with Kanan. Or you grapple him. Or hold on, I gotta try to resist here. This isn't Pathfinder where he's grappled. And grapple. All right, so you have Kanan grappled,
Wait,
and
wouldn't you need to grapple Koran and then use Koran to hit Kanan to use the easy target?
that would be correct. Is that the order of operations you want to do, or do you want to have Kanan grappled?
I mean, I can grapple Koran. Do you need fresh rolls?
Nope. They have very similar modifiers, so that is fine. So we have Koran grappled. Cool. So you grappled him, and then what else?
Gonna hit him.
All right. Yeah. No issue here. So give me
Another
Strength
athletics or
yeah. Go
strength?
ahead. And, give me athletics here. See if you can smash him into him. Absolutely. So you smash Koran into Kanan. So you can give me a D8 plus 6. And as you are attacking, you are going to trigger the Avenging Bite ability of one of these wolves.
All right. Because of my size, it's another D4. So I did D8, D4 plus 6, so 10 damage.
Perfect. That works for me. Here we go. And Avenging Bite. And this is piercing. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Avenging Bite from the Sardontic Winter Wolf, aka Koran. So as you slam Koran into Kanan, Kanan takes 10 points of damage, becomes bloodied, and Koran will bite you for 9 piercing.
All right, reduced to 4.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, and as you slam Koran's body into Kanan, Kanan will go ahead and steal, and that used up the easy target.
Would you guys mind if I use a Fanspiration Steel? I'm just gonna try and heal myself up this turn.
Go for it.
Go.
Yeah, do it.
We got 2.
Okay. Alicia, using a Fanspiration to steal.
Yep. Alright, Alicia is going to... In this game, do we do medicine check as an action when taking the potion?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. Well, first, Alicia's gonna get some distance, because fuck that shit. And then is going to attempt to make a medicine check while downing this potion. Was it DC 15? I think.
What's the medicine check for?
I think this is Crash's rules, which I don't know if we're using it for this game. DC 15 medicine check to get the full effects of a healing potion, but you have to do it as an action. Otherwise,
That's correct.
I think we can just drink potions as a bonus action.
Yeah, so a part of the action are drinking or administering a potion, DC 15 medicine check. When drinking or administering any potion, if successful, the potion does not count towards potion toxicity, and get full effect.
I'm gonna spend the fan spell just so I can make sure that shit goes down. So this is going to be 2d8 plus 2. That's 18?
Yep.
Yeah. Plus full 18 hit point. Alright. That was action. Bonus action. I'm not gonna do anything else here. And keep moving in the direction of Kid, so I'm about 10 feet off the map at this point.
Okay, 10 feet off the map, no problem.
Alright. I will then pass to Lotus. Do you want it?
Sure.
Alright, pass it.
All right. Cool. All right. All right. I can at least see them now. So I will go ahead and hang here for a moment. Go ahead and target Kanan. And I'll go ahead and hit him with first level magic missile, and I'm going to give him all 3.
Okay. Ooh, 12 force damage. That is a lot of force damage. Okay, all 3 delivered to Kanan. And then what happens?
All right, I guess I'll move over here towards Warhorse Avalis and just say the Winter Wolves, they woke up the giant. Be ready to make a quick exit.
Okay, Kanan will go ahead and steal after being hit with those magic missiles. It is going to kind of 5e shuffle around Gaiman. So Gaiman has a Winter Wolf on either side of him. Let's see if it gets its cold breath back. It does not. Okay, because of pack tactics, this wolf will have advantage on this attack roll against Gaiman. And this is a bite on Gaiman. Okay, that is 23 to hit Gaiman for 12 piercing damage. And Gaiman can give me a strength save. Okay, that is a 15, which will knock Gaiman prone.
Do I drag Koran prone as well, since I've gotten grappled?
You have him grappled, so you're grappled to Koran. Koran is still standing on his feet. You are just prone.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Kanan bit you like that. He is going to continue to 5e shuffle around you. And he'll move 1 additional square to here, staying within your threatened range of effect. He will go ahead and pass to Koran. Koran is grappled. Okay, Koran is going to target Gaiman. Gaiman is on the ground, prone. So double advantage, doesn't stack. He will also bite Gaiman. 26 for 11, which would get reduced to 5, and you don't need to see if you get double proned. Okay. They will pass to their friend. Charging out.
I mean, he has to make a strength save, technically, because he's.
Did you see my check that he made with his?
They already broke the.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. He used his Paragon power to break out with a 15.
Oh, yeah. That's sadly enough.
So you see this creature rush out of the lodge.
It's time to go, guys.
It is time to go.
It lets out a. These interlopers have come to steal from my friend. You have come to steal from Garagai. Kaden, Koran, did they release the food? And they go, yeah, it's totally them. These guys. And they point at you guys accusatorily. Do you guys have anything in response as this creature says this?
Wait, hold on. Aren't you a woolly mammoth?
He says, yes, I am a woolly mammoth.
Aren't you a herbivore?
He looks at you and he says, when my master, my friend, awakened my mind, he taught me the delicious texture and tastes of flesh.
Oh, that's disturbing.
Alrighty, so the creature comes out and says all that. It is going to target Akia. And Akia, it reaches down with its trunk and rips out like a piece of the ground, and it's going to throw a boulder at you.
Okay. Yeah.
Akia, as it hits you with a boulder, can you give me a strength save, please? Akia, can you describe what this looks like as you get hit by a boulder?
Akia's just out, just not even being able to see, and then just what is this coming out of the darkness, and just amazed by this object getting larger and larger, not realizing what it is until they're crushed by it.
Okay, so that was Norusu's turn. Akia, you can steal.
Oh, there's my save for my napalm jet. I guess I will. Sure. I will stand up. I'm going to move to. I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay, dodging. Perfect.
I'm just going to. Oh, I got a lot of dodges. That was a lot of dodges.
Be like me, you got 7 dodges.
I'm just gonna hold up my shield and to sort of brace Kanan between myself and Gaiman. And then I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw, maybe. Nope.
So you're at fear 2.
I should be at fear 1 now.
Okay. No problem. This combat is getting intense. A woolly mammoth has appeared. Okay, and last to go this round is Avalas.
All right, I'm gonna try a Hail Mary. You said this thing was awakened, right?
Yeah, it kind of described it as being awakened.
Avalis is going to drop Wild Shape. I don't know if that takes up my bonus. I think it might take my bonus. And he's going to walk up with his hands kind of raised. Not offensively, like, hey, I got nothing in my hands kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to address Norsu.
As you can see, I am also a creature of nature. I was raised by Yeti.
And I'll speak a little bit of Yeti just so he knows I'm not completely full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
They also worshipped Rime, the same god as the fire giant or frost giants worship. We are not your enemy. All we did was want to save the children.
And hope that has some sort of effect.
If you would like to use your action here, you can make a persuasion check to see if you can calm Norsu's fears, and you can use your wisdom modifier here because you've done
thank
a
you, because
very
I have
wise
the
move.
lowest. Yeah, exactly. I have the absolute lowest charisma.
That's
Okay,
out of
so
the
this
list.
is okay. So you said persuasion with wisdom. I can do that. Did that roll? I don't think that rolled.
That's exactly what's happening right here.
Oh shit. Fanspiration or not? No, sorry, not fan. Factspiration.
Do it.
That's a D8
D6.
or D6. Ooh, okay. Okay. 16.
A 16. Norsu will look to you and say, I recognize you as a being of nature. Kanan, Koran, disengage. We return to the lodge. Let these people go. We will hunt tomorrow for more meat. And you see that the wolves that were holding on to Gaiman release their teeth and let go of his body. And they will begin to back away from you, listening to Norsu's commands.
I'll tell him.
So long as we stay in peace with each other, I will make sure there are no repercussions against you or your wolves from Dugan's Hole.
The Norsu will look to you and say, this is the home of my master Garagai. After those adventurers came and killed him, I don't want to see any more humans here, unless they're in our stew pot.
I'm trying to think if I anything that could help out with that, but nothing of mine is permanent. Like it all fades. So,
I
But
can,
yeah,
I can
go
put
ahead,
up
go ahead.
I can put up signs that the humans will understand to stay away.
Excellent. You just pull out the old magic marker and you're like, do not go here.
I mean, we'll have to make them, but you know, worst case scenario, I can use the juice of a good berry.
But if you guys feel comfortable, they will let you leave initiative. The wolves seem a little agitated, but their friend has informed them that you are free to leave. So Norso and the two wolves will back up and let you go freely.
Gaiman's making a lot of wisdom saves.
You hit the
Game's cool.
DC.
Game's cool.
Yeah, Lotus will walk away, and then when joins up with everyone, she'll go up to you, Avalis, and just give you a pat on the shoulder and said, "That was good. That was a good move there."
I have learned to interact with my people who often have short tempers.
As you guys are walking away, you see that Koran is throwing a look over his shoulder at you and a smirk. Take that as you will.
Alicia will kind of approach, not getting too close, but just enough so, don't have to shout from such a distance. You said your name was Norsu?
Yes, my name is Norsu.
Gaiman doesn't like that smirk, and he's still raging. He goes for him.
Oh no!
Wait, hold on.
Does
Can I cast hold person? Hold person before that thing. Yeah, and I have it.
All right, is there a
Within
save
60
to
feet.
it?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Wisdom
Let's see. Let me
save, I
just
believe.
cast this sucker. Wisdom save.
I am held.
So we see Gaiman go to take a step forward. Ooh. And what does your hold person look like? What do we see happen?
Yeah. So almost as if frost, like when you leave something in the freezer too long, like just these ice crystals just start to like look like they're hardening like his joints, and he just can't move because of the frost.
I like it.
Alicia's gonna drop concentration on bless, so everyone is no longer blessed at this point in time. And it's going to address the woolly mammoth. Great Norsu, it's admirable that you are defending the lair of your master. Is there... I don't think the town of Dugan's Hold wants to be hostile to you going forward. Is there certain territories that they should avoid, or what?
We hold ownership over this lodge, and I am a reasonable mammoth. We only need the lands outside of the town. We will stay outside of the town. If the people stay out of our lodge.
Dugan's Hole is a logging and ice fishing community. It should have no problem staying away.
Understood. How did it that these two children get caught up in all this? Did they come exploring the lodge?
Oran begins to laugh. And he holds up his paw and does a little circle like he was limping.
You see Gaiman strain even harder.
You can make a wisdom save.
And now this only lasts for a minute, I believe.
But he gets every turn, he gets a save, so yeah. That is enough. It's a 14, so.
All right, he's gonna go lunging for him again.
Oh, okay, as you go to take an aggressive step, so let's say into this square here, so I'll have you stop there, they will roll back into initiative. The other players, this could be very dangerous. Does Akia and Alicia try to hold Gaiman back from attacking these, the two Interwolves and the man?
I'll try with my 9 strength. I don't think it's gonna work.
Now would,
I think
Go ahead.
Akia would. I think Akia would.
So is it gonna be an athletics check?
Yeah, I think this would be athletics, and
Yeah, nah.
Uh, Net one.
Seeing this happen with it being a new turn, since you got a save, would I be able to also do another?
Don't use all your magic on it. Oh,
I'm trying to stop this.
I know. We're using all our magic on our own team.
Yeah, but, I mean,
Feels bad.
I'm going to use my last second level spell, and Gaiman is holding a metal weapon.
Hey, guys.
It's a
maybe
wooden
we should-
haft. It's a great axe.
Hey, guys, maybe we should just take a 5-minute break.
you guys need to discuss this OOC about the implications.
Yeah, because this is kind of... It's too PvP-ish for me. I'd like to take a 5-minute break, please, if that's okay.
All right.
Absolutely. I'm petting my cat who looks like a lion at the moment.
Not looking like a supervillain at all. I mean, at this point, I feel like hostilities have ended.
Same.
Them snickering like Muttley isn't really exactly helping, but it seems the mammoth has some sort of control-ish over those two.
Well,
So as
it's
long
just
as we're sticking to
yeah.
the mammoth's word, then it doesn't seem like we're gonna jump into any further hostilities.
The mammoth is neutral, and I feel like his minions are evil, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Now, I don't,
Go ahead.
as how do I put this? I
Atlas
agree
wouldn't cause
these.
damage.
I agree that these winter wolves probably need to be killed. But I'm also fine, like, just waiting in Dugan's Hold for them to, like, go hunting again, and then us grab them and kill them there. Or, I don't know, it just this whole situation is just too PvP-ish, because we're, like, using resources on our own team, and we're rolling against each other, and I really don't like it.
Something that I don't think has happened yet, your DM will say. I don't think Alicia, Akia, Avalas, or Lotus has tried to talk to Gaiman. So you guys could try to talk to Gaiman.
Oh, I would most definitely use a reaction to try and calm Gaiman down, if that's allowed.
Oh, for sure. If Gaiman, would your player and your character be receptive to the words of your fellow Thanes and your teammates?
Gaiman's player now feels guilty for having done this. Sorry, Matt. I didn't mean to put you in a spot where you felt uncomfortable. You can try talking to Gaiman.
I kind of feel the whole uncomfortable thing. I feel like we should, like, just go out of character. That's just my opinion, because I don't like PvP. I think we should go out of character, decide whether we want to fight, just out of character, decide whether we want to finish fighting them, and then use that to determine whether or not we can calm Gaiman down. And then just that be it. We not use, like, spells on each other and stuff.
Oh, I'll give you my response right now. We've done a little bit of damage to both these wolves. Doesn't seem like either of them are bloodied. And
No,
then
one
we're
is
going
bloody.
Is he?
One is
Yeah,
blood.
Kane is
Oh, okay. I mean that's still only one of them that is bloodied, and then a full HP mammoth, which those aren't really a pushover. And I'm down to two first level spell slots. I don't know if I can keep any type of damage sustained from happening. I don't know what Avalis is down to, but
My damage now is, I mean, I have control spells, like, that can slow them down, but damage, I have a cantrip.
oh no, I'm talking about like healing. Like I meant
Oh.
these guys are gonna
Damage
put out,
mitigation.
yeah, damage
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mitigation. These guys are
I
gonna
would
dump
have-
a crap ton, even with rage.
All I have
Um,
is at most 4 casts of healing word.
Yeah, I
help you guys out,
got
so.
2, and then I still got channel divinities, but I don't know how much that's gonna kind of keep us up.
It's like I've got like 2 first level spell slots. I could probably get some magic missiles off, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, Avalis would obviously advocate, since the creature isn't technically evil and no one's died, that he's fine with, like you said, kind of leaving it, and then if the wolves kind of break the so-called truce, then, you know, that's on them, and, you know, game on later. But I don't think we're at a point where we can really do anything more.
Okay. Can we just do a vote then?
I don't think we need to. It is clear that no one is down for continuing this fight. I will relent. We'll just retcon it so that we'll just say that that last wisdom save didn't happen. Just to keep it simple. But since we're out of character here, Gaiman did not abide a bully, even though
technically,
he is one.
Your rage ends after, is it a round of no damage or causing damage?
Yeah, so
technically,
the
your
rage
rage would have ended. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know it's gone.
Okay.
But to give you some context of why he's behaving the way he is, it's not because of the rage. It's because Gordon is a bully. And though Gaiman is a bully in his own right, he cannot abide a bully. And he sees himself in the kids from his own messed up childhood. And he is convinced that if he doesn't do something now, nothing will happen to Corin. There will not be justice. And these wolves will continue to prey on the undeserving. And that's why he's acting the way he is. But I did not mean to make people uncomfortable. I do apologize for that. And we will stop the PvP. We'll stop the fight.
Yeah, it's not. You attacking didn't make me uncomfortable. It's just
I put
as soon as it
all of you
became
in that
like
situation, so I accept responsibility, and we will stop. End of story.
Excellent. So it sounds like everyone is in agreement. So you are able to calm the raging beast down. The wolves stopped their taunting for the moment, and Norsu will continue the diplomatic conversation.
Great Norsu. Just so that there's not further hostilities from the settlement of Dugan's Hole, we shall warn them to stay clear of the lair that you currently keep. In return, we hope that your two companions will not go out of their way to antagonize the people of Dugan's Hole. Otherwise, well, they may call upon people to hunt them down, and more blood will be shed. Is that agreeable?
The wolves look to the mammoth and nod their head, and the mammoth will turn back and nod back to you and say, "Yes, that is agreeable to me."
If you wish, I can have a Thane of Dugan's Hole have them honor your master Garagai as a protector of Dugan's Hole, to honor his strength and acumen, knowing that being neighbors and being in such close proximity, that Garagai would likely be the only frost giant, even in perhaps memory, that would be an ally of man and be honored by them.
Ooh, as you say this, you see tears start to well in Norsu's eyes. My friend, honored, even exalted. It is something that I've always wondered. My friend, he lies in his tomb dead, in the hall of the slain with Thrym. But he has left me here alone. Oh, I cannot even wait. I can't even bear the thought of another day passing where I am not by his side. Context clues. You believe that the person that Norsu is talking about is dead.
Yes. Definitely caught on to that.
It kind of figured.
Alicia will kind of walk over to Avalis and kind of whisper, maybe not so much honor him. He was robbing their caravans. Maybe we I guess maybe tribute of strength. I'm not sure the best way to word this, but honoring them, I don't know, that may be a bit much for Dugan's Hole.
He goes, I will speak to, he looks a little confused, the speaker, and going forward, honoring the memory of such strength and attempts at camaraderie, knowing that even now we can overcome misunderstanding, and that his noble spirit lives on in Norsu.
Sure. Maybe we say that.
I assume this is whispered just to.
Yes. Oh yes. This
yeah.
is totally a whispered conversation.
Okay.
Don't want this shit to get out to them. Maybe we just say they should look to the giant as a symbol of perseverance and how he was persistent in showing how strong he was to those across the land.
Avalis nods and looks back to Norsu. Do you need any assistance that ones with hands and arms can provide in burying your master?
My master is buried. He is frozen in a berg of ice inside our lodge. I supplied the ice myself.
Then you honor your master as best you can. We will no longer be a trouble to you and yours. I will bring word to Dugan's Hole of this new agreement and the status afforded now to Karagai.
The mammoth will step forward and extend its trunk out to you, Avalis, to shake.
Yeah, he'll go forward and do like the, grasp the trunk and let it kind of wrap around his forearm as well, and, kind of nod his head in respect.
You think, Avalis, if you were in a battle and the Norsu grabbed you with its trunk, he could fling you 120 feet.
Oh yeah, he could yeet me, I'm sure. I'm sure that's the name of the move, yeet.
You don't hear me typing something right now. Yes, so the deal is done. It's set. The mammoth will step back. Would you guys like? No. With that being said,
Great Norsu. This may be a little bit random. Have you ever heard of a structure of ice that looks like a skull anywhere in the Icewind Dale, perchance?
a structure that looks like a skull.
Just looking at your structure here kind of reminded me in a weird way. I was just wondering if you or your master had told you something of that.
My master Garagai spoke with several Jarls about such a place when I was just a young calf. The fortress of Grimskal, built on a floating island of ice and snow.
Did he ever
Set.
mention if it was still populated by giants, or...?
They spoke of it rarely. But they spoke of its beauty and of its impossibility to find if you didn't know how to get there, as the island itself moves in the sea of ice.
Do we get the sense that these frost giants are solitary creatures for the most part? Because if Gary Guy lived alone. What I'm really like leading question here. I assume Norso is like, other than having these fabulous wolf companions, is super lonely and misses his master, right? Yeti are somewhat similar in, to frost giants, kinda. And there's a tribe nearby that I know very well. They worship the same god we've established, at least this tribe does. So I'm wondering if maybe Norsu would be open to establishing contact with the Yetis and maybe feel more at home and not as lonely.
Tell these werewolves to kick rocks.
Yeah, like, hey, he doesn't need you anymore. But I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that, but because Yeti are technically evil too, I believe.
Okay, so frost giants can run the gambit of socio cultural status, where some of them are solitary, some of them are hermits, where many of them live in tribes, very similar to the barbarian tribes of Icewind Dale.
Then, knowing some of this. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, from the context clues that we've gotten so far, it sounds like this one was more on the hermit side.
Yes.
Okay.
Great Norsu, if you long for companionship again, there is a tribe of Yeti nearby that, as I said, that worship Thrim, and I'm sure would love to meet one of your nobility and hear about the exploits of Garagai, and you would not be alone.
The mammoth.
And I say that with respect. I'm not trying to have him abandon his master. I'm just, just saying there's options.
We'll say, I will. As you cast that spell, Akia, you trigger all of their anger. No, I'm just kidding. However, you should be careful about casting spells in a tense situation. The mammoth will look to you and say, I will take it under advisement, but for now, we must go and pray over Garagai.
If you change your mind, I will hand him my my book. They will know you by this. And I will give him the only possession I have for my family.
Wow.
It's all I got.
Avalis, take DM inspiration, as you have gained Norsu faction, as you are the only humanoid who's ever given him a present. His master, Garagai, was kind to him, but he was a giant.
It is, while there are words he probably can't read because it's in, I assume Sylvan, it does have a ton of pictures. So, fables and stuff. So lots of animals, elves, that kind of stuff. So at least it's pretty to look at.
Absolutely. Norsu will nod to you and say, come. You two wolves will help me read this novel, this book, as we pray over Garagai, and perhaps we will find a new family soon.
If you ever wish to see me again and perhaps tell another of Garagai's tales, I ultimately live in Dugan's Hole, and on the outskirts, make your noble trumpeting sound, and I will come calling.
I do not invite him to send the wolves.
He will nod. And do any of the other party members wish to treat with either the wolves or the woolly mammoth?
I'm good.
No, I think that was good enough.
I think that was excellent. Avalis, I want you to go ahead and charge your DM inspirations all the way up to full. I believe in this campaign we allow for 3, so you can have 3, because that was
awesome.
amazing.
Thank you, sir. That gives me 2 extra, or 2 more than I had, so excellent.
The wolves will turn around and walk into the lodge. The mammoth will follow. You have the freedom and the safety to do what you will now, party.
Whew.
I just turn around, give a holy shit look to the party, and thank Sylvanas, Lathander, and supposedly this creator god Ao for that.
That was quite amazing, Atlas.
He missed his family. I understand that.
That much I could sense.
Yeah, Lotus would give you a nod as she knows that feeling all too well.
Not saying that maybe those wolves shouldn't have been put in their place, but I think with the mammoth kind of joining the fray, it would have been a lot harder for us. If it was just those two, then yeah, maybe they should have been put down.
I imagine their nature will betray them and their malice once more, and that opportunity will present itself.
Lotus would speak up and say, like, that was still amazing. It's the first time I've ever seen a live mammoth before.
I've never seen one so intelligent and talkative.
Last time I saw one was in a museum, and well, it definitely wasn't alive.
I've heard stories of mammoths, but as I've been recently finding out, many creatures around here have been awakened, so a talking one is definitely new.
We saved the children, Gaiman. That is what was important this time. There will be other times.
My friend, I am sorry that I felt the need to restrain you. I regret such haste actions.
I don't think I should be talking to you lot right now. Let's just go.
Yeah, let's go back.
All right. I think we go back to town.
Yeah, I'll use another wild shape to turn when I find the children again to turn into a warhorse because I doubt they can make the day journey.
Absolutely. So your B team is standing, nearby. Dale, Blarton, Danica, the librarian. This sounds like I'm talking about a game of Clue. Red, the berry bush. And they are making sure that the children feel safe and comfortable as you prepare for your adventure back into town. Oh, this music might be a little bit too epic for what's currently happening.
For a slow sludge through a blizzard.
Oh yeah, is it still blizzarding or?
The blizzard has died down, thankfully enough.
I love that thematically appropriate weather.
At least it will cast light again on their shield.
So, you can make your way back to Dugan's Hole safely enough. You know the way, with a druid and outlander traveling with you. You can make it back without getting lost. And when you arrive, let's see, there's going to be some time, some time here that you guys are traveling. So you're going to get back to Dugan's Hole roughly at about 9 a.m. because it was like a half day's travel to get here.
Well, Horsey's gone.
So let me just adjust the clock. As you guys were traveling, was there any conversation between the party or the NPCs that you guys wanted to have? And I'll go round robin here. Was there anything that Akia wanted to talk about with anyone in the party?
Akia would ask Copper maybe. Copper, what are you working on currently?
Oh, well, what am I working on? I'm glad that you asked. You see, drop him onto the board here. That silly face. You know the conversation we had about the ice toads, right?
Of course.
Well, I was wondering if we could get enough mucus from those ice toads, we could somehow use it to make a protective salve or balm for people. And then we wouldn't have to wear all of these ridiculous winter clothes as we moved out and about. So we need to really get out and collect as much mucus as we can from those ice toads. The small artificer will yell out to the party, "Who wants to help us go collect some mucus?"
Yeah, Lou suddenly turns over like, I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please? I don't think I heard you quite right.
The mucus from the ice toads. They produce it from their glands. I've told Akia about this in great detail.
If one could domesticate ice toads, that would be the most efficient.
Now, that would be a good solution, Akia, but the only problem with that is the ice toads are quite carnivorous, and they could swallow a man whole. So you would have to figure out a way to keep them from doing that.
I mean, clothes. Oh, no, I'm not new to this conversation. Never mind.
You can be in it. It's just happening.
Yeah, it's just the middle of the group.
Aren't clothes useful? I mean, they protect things like Fred's twigs and berries.
He says, yes, but with the mucus, you wouldn't need to wear any clothes. You would be sealed tight.
Yes, but Red's twigs and berries.
Yeah, well, Dick Puncher, it's not going to stop from a shot to the junk now, will it?
Oh, that's true. Maybe we're back to the drawing board, Akia. I don't know. But the offer's still on the table if you can help me go collect a bunch of mucus, and especially if you can collect a live specimen.
Well,
And
it is on
yes,
the way
Tom.
between here and
in Honeybeat. There we go. Excellent. So you guys have just doubled up about the ice toads and the mucus, and you guys will be streaking covered in mucus before it's all said and done with. Would the Lotus have any conversation with the other player characters?
I guess this would be something she'd be musing about openly. She would have her notebook open and she'd just be writing on a blank page, and she just mused to just everyone just in the open, I was thinking about writing a book about my adventures with you all, and when, and she makes sure to put the emphasis on the when I get back home, I was hoping I could turn it into a best-selling novel, but with the getting rights to everyone's stories, I think that might be a little bit here. I think I might go in a little bit of a different direction. And she just sort of looks in her periphery at Watto and then says thinking I might go with something a bit more in the romance category. That's really popular these days.
Watto will look to you and say, live not read a lot of romance novels in my day. Has anyone read a lot of romance novels? Maybe they could help our girl Lotus out. Alicia, have you ever written or read any romantic type literature?
Hmm. You definitely notice that Alicia is not paying attention to the conversation. Is kind of hearing it, but it's also kind of muffled. Most of their attention, and it's trying to not be too obvious about it, but most of their attention is kind of focused on Gaiman, seeing how he was quite fixated on the wolves. It's giving him his space, but if there's ever a point that it seems like Gaiman wants to talk to someone, then Alicia would kind of, stride up to kind of talk to him, but it's just going to give him his space as they walk for right now. That's where most of their attention is being focused.
I gotcha. To finish up the vignette, Watto will say, well, if we can ever unfreeze the books in the library, I believe there were many romantic tales in the library. I even had a first edition of, and you have to promise not to judge me for owning these, but I can't put them down. They're so exciting. Group of novels. The series itself is amazing. Have any of you ever read His Blades of Lust, a trilogy?
I'm sorry, what now?
They're a series of romance novels, His Blades of Lust.
Nope, never heard of them. You need to roll a deception check.
Lotus will moving close to Watto, and he'll say
Yes. Yes, definitely.
I'll
say
roll a
like,
deception
"Oh,
check.
I would never judge you for such things. We all have our tastes."
Anyone with a decent insight realizes that she's probably read a number of love novels in their time.
Well, I don't want to, make it a thing, but in my pack, I kept one of them secret just in case.
Well, Watto, I know it's late here, but I guess you could say the story I'm thinking of. It's definitely inspired by a fairy tale from my world. Have you ever heard of the tale of the Beauty and the Beast?
I don't believe I've seen that one specifically. No.
Well, it's just in this one, it's a little bit of a role reversal where the man is the beauty and the woman is the beast.
Oh, yeah, that is quite the role reversal.
And then basically just spend the rest of the time running it down with them.
Sure. He will pull out of his pack, just so that everyone can see, the first edition of His Blades of Lust. The book is titled The Dagger of Desire.
Alicia gives wide eyes and then turns away and keeps walking.
If anyone wants to read it, Please just let me know.
Does it have like a library checkout card with like Alicia?
Oh man. He goes to flip open the jacket cover. and we'll pause the scene there. So does Alicia in this moment go to speak to Gaiman as the travel continues? Because Alicia is next on my bingo board.
Doesn't go out of their way to go speak to Gaiman. Only if it looks like he wants to kind of vent or talk to someone about it, but it's just gonna keep eyes on him. That's the name of the place. And just going back to the book thing, I think Alicia has taken a trip to Candlekeep before and has read,
Mhm.
gone through that series of books before while they were there.
Absolutely.
So probably not a first edition of the book, which is why their eyes went wide when they saw that. But more of they're familiar with it.
To answer your question, Alicia, Gaiman does not look like he is in a talkative mood. He looks like he is having to work very hard and not running his mouth right now.
Okay. Then Alicia is just keeping eyes on you and giving you your space.
And Gaiman is just hanging out the back of the party, keeping himself.
Okay. If you all are interested, the next book in the series, Watto would go in depth. He can't help himself. It's called The Scimitar of Sensuality.
God damn it.
Yeah, Lotus looked at like, alliteration in the title. Very good marketing gimmick.
Yes, they get quite crude after a while. I don't think it's proper for conversation to speak of all of them.
I mean, it's catchy. It's no big deal. Just under their breath.
Oh gosh. So you guys will successfully make your way back to Dugan's Hole. Gaiman, as you are making your way back to Dugan's Hole, this has been almost a day full of traveling into the tundra and back. The feeling of the hag crystal is rough onto you. So when you get back, it is hard to resist. So if you would like to make a resistance roll here to see if you can resist taking the drug, you could.
Con save or wisdom?
This is a con save. Your very body is trying to resist it.
Okay. Straight roll or disadvantage or?
For this would be straight. With an 18, you can resist taking it for today.
Gaiman will resist for a while, but just out of an effort to try and do what Akia wants him to do, but eventually he's just gonna cave and wander off by himself and do a hit. It's been one of those days.
Okay. So when you do your hit, give me another Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. So on the first hit, you feel the feeling of euphoria and wonderment. Now, everyone, when you get back to Dugan's Hole, so Gaiman would go off on his own to do his business. Where do you take these two malcontent children that you have
Straight to the
rescued?
speaker. They're in trouble.
I love that. Get these kids out of our hands. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, they in trouble.
There we go. I got to size them up. All right. So you take them to the speaker's home.
Can we go to the Dugan's Hold map?
Yes,
I don't
we
want to be on
can.
this map anymore.
Is it giving you like some type of weird trauma?
No, I just don't feel. I feel like I'm still at the place if I'm on that map.
Oh, there we go. There we go. So we should be on Dugan's Hole. Finn and Siljar are with you. You can go to the home of Edgar Dormont. It is almost time for there to be light in the city of Dugan's Hole in the region of 10 Towns.
I'm sure we all are like about to have to take exhaustion checks.
Right.
Should we all make exhaustion checks? Because we spent all night walking through the frozen wilderness.
You guys have 13 minutes to immediately bed down and go to sleep before I'll ask for a check.
If there's a couch, Alicia's just gonna crash on it.
So Edgar will open the door. So I imagine someone is going to knock. Who is the knocker of the door?
Unless anyone volunteers, I mean, I would.
Now, when a DM asks, who knocks on the door's a mimic.
As Thane of the Dugan's Hole, Avos would feel probably compelled to speak to the speaker.
You knock on the door, and much to your dismay, it is not a mimic. You keep hearing about these mimics from your allies, and you have not encountered one yet. They told you about a mimic that they had to fight that took the shape of an entire wagon. That did happen.
Things get stranger and stranger here.
She opens the door to reveal a comfortable living space inside. She is all alone in her home, and she opens the door, and you guys can all come in. You see a comfy couch inside, Alicia. There's also a comfortable floor for anyone who likes to sleep on the floor.
I have brought back, or we have brought, I haven't brought shit. We have brought back Silja and Finn.
And I kind of thrust them forward like, bad puppies to their mama.
The trouble, we believe, is past, but know that Garrigod the Frost Giant is no more. He has passed on previously. A woolly mammoth awakened, named Norsu, is there in the lodge with 2 winter wolves. They have agreed not to bother Dugan's Hole so long as the people of Dugan's Hole stay away from the lodge.
Well, that is, I guess, an easy thing for us to do, but an awakened mammoth? Who would do such a thing?
I sensed no malice, no evilness in the creature, just a sadness and bereavement.
It's not the first time we've encountered awakened animals in our journeys. We ran into an elk over by Lonely Wood that was awakened.
Oh, well, I'm glad that it was you all and not me, because it sounds terrifying, of course. And she's grabbing the 2 children by the ear. Your mother has been worried sick about you. I should just start shouting her name and get her here in no time. Here, all of you come inside and get comfy, get cozy. I've got some stew cooking over the fire, if you would like some stew.
I'm about to pass out.
We'll eat stew and then pass out on a full belly.
And she steps out and just starts screaming the name, Hilda! Hilda, we have your children! Get your skinny white ass over here and get your kids!
She's like Betty White from Lake Placid.
Get your children! I'm tired of dealing with them! Hilda! And she just starts screaming like this for about 5 minutes. Does anyone stop her? Or do you guys just eat stew and start sleeping?
No, I think she's got the situation well in hand.
Yep.
A woman comes inside and she says, "Why are you screaming my name?" And the other old woman says, "I've got your children. Please take them from my home. They smell and they're frostbitten." And this woman appears. And Hilda looks inside and to you all who are in states of near and possibly unconsciousness and says, "Did you all save my kids?"
That we did.
Well, I have no coin to pay you, but perhaps you would like the one treasure my husband left to me before he passed away. There's some magic pair of boots. Does that sound interesting?
That does sound interesting.
Normally I would not ask for a reward, but seeing as what we had to deal with to kind of get to them, I wouldn't say no.
Oh,
She-
I just. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, it really wouldn't make sense for me to interrupt right at that point.
Okay. She'll say, "Well, I'll go get them and be right back. Finn, Silja, come home and please stop going out into the woods and exploring." And the two children look down and give the sigh of kids who never want to admit that their parents were right. They shouldn't have gone out and explored in the dangerous woods.
While they're gone, I'd like to ask the mayor, Edgra, the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Edgra, you said that you enjoyed the finer things. Do you happen to have a pearl?
Oh,
Do you have any pearls?
well, it's been a long time, but in my youth I received a pearl necklace, and I actually have it in my safe.
Phrasing.
Is that what you're looking for?
Oh, well, if it is of sentimental value, I was going to offer to buy a pearl worth 100 gold if you happen to have one, but if it is a sentimental pearl, then that would be inappropriate.
No, I'm not really using it for anything. It's just keeping up space in my safe. But maybe it would be better if I so like if I gave you a pearl necklace.
Oh Jesus, crazy!
Phrasing.
I would love to see it.
Hold on, I will be right back. And she goes into her bedroom, which is only a few feet away, closes the door, and comes back with a brilliant string of pearls. And she will go to lay the pearl necklace around your neck.
Oh, I would not be wearing it. I have a slot in my head that the largest pearl would go.
Oh, you want me to put my pearl necklace on your forehead?
I actually open a slot on the side of my head and
You're 5 years
pull
old.
out from behind my right eye a large, cracked, shattered pearl that is now worthless. And say, I would be replacing this one.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Well, here. And she'll give it to you.
Oh, I will need to borrow some money from my friends to pay the full value. And I'll look at the rest of the group. Does anyone have maybe I need 38 gold.
Oh, what are you trying to accomplish here?
I'm
I think
trying to get 100 gold.
I think he wants to purchase a necklace.
Yeah, I want to purchase the pearl for 100 gold.
Well,
Oh,
notice.
so that it's worth 100 gold?
Not to make it worth 100 gold, just that's what Akia's trying to do, is trying to pay pay. Does it look like it's worth the appropriate amount?
I think it sounds like he wants to do the transaction as opposed to, I guess, just being handed it.
Yeah, he's offering to pay for it, just
Sure.
because he's not thinking that she's trying to give it to him.
Oh, okay. She looks to you. She says, your money is no good here. Let me give you this necklace. Come here. Stick your neck out so I can put this thing on you.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. It's been a while since I've been able to give one of these to someone. And she
Oh my goodness.
clicks it around your neck, and she makes a just like a satisfied as she finishes. Now that wasn't so bad, was it? As she says this, the woman whose children you saved walks into the room, carrying a pair of boots that seem to be ethereal and beautiful and furry. Thank you for saving my children. I have no use for these boots. Perhaps one of you heroes, Thanes, would, get more use out of them than I would. My late husband won them from an adventurer in a drinking contest.
Do they provide any sort of protection or have any special purpose?
Well, my husband nor I were a wizard of any kind, but the guy he won the boots from said that they're some type of boots of the Wonderland, boots of the Winter Band. I don't know. You guys are adventurers. You'll figure it out. And she throws the boots to someone in the room who looks like they are the most wanting of the boots as she goes to throw them.
Does any of those words make any sense to Alicia?
If you are trained in Arcana, you would have know of a magical item known as the Boots of the Winterlands, which are special boots that make winter not so bad.
Alicia is trained in both Arcana and expertise in history.
And boot wearing.
And also not resistant to cold damage. Alicia would look towards the boots.
She will throw the boots at Alicia. Ha! This is very much like the cat lady from Futurama who throws cats like a dodgeball.
Who throws a shoe, honestly?
It donks off my forehead.
The lady says, well, I've got to go see to my children to make sure they haven't gone running off again. Enjoy the boots.
Oh, thank you.
And I will drag Boots of the Winterlands onto Alicia's sheets. So the boots are furred boots that are snug and feel quite warm. While you wear them, you have resistance to cold damage. You ignore difficult terrain created by ice and or snow, and you can tolerate temperatures as low as 50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Fucking perfect.
Excellent.
Alicia will, if the speaker has like a fireplace, Alicia will go over to the fireplace and will start putting the boots on.
I would say after she leaves, Lotus would sort of look at the door and just say, like, she reminds me a lot of my own mother in a way. And to sort of emphasize the point, she'll wave her hand over her face and do disguise self and actually make herself look like her own mother. So she looks like about 20 years older, like these little beady glasses with yellow lenses on them, a long robe with a dragon brooch on the front of it, and it's like, "Young lady, you get in here, or you're gonna miss dinner."
Wado will say, that sounds like a mother, all right. But I gotta say, Lotus, I can see where your beauty comes from after seeing your mother's face. And everyone, you con saves in 45 seconds. Do you guys all quickly go to bed after this interaction with the boots, with the pearl necklace, and all of that jazz?
I believe so.
Okay, you guys can start resting up for your next adventure, and I will take us back to the start page, and you guys can decide between now and next week where and how you want to go next. The current date is the 1st of Marpanoth, and the 5th of Marpanoth is the full moon, so you do have 4 days until that happens. And yes, you guys are clear to do a long rest. Okay. You have many threads to pull on, but you did solve the Cold Boys quest. So that is a good thing. You guys are currently at level 4. If you complete one more mission, you will be at level 5.
Well, if they have heels, I'm not wearing them.
They can look like however you would like, Alicia.
Said, yeah, if you're tuning them, you can choose what they look like.
Mhm.
No, I'm just laughing. It's like he got him off of an adventure. It's like, well, he did got him, but it doesn't mean he wore them because they look like heel boots. But yeah, Alicia will 100% spend the long rest of tuning to those boots.
Kia will, at some point during the long rest, will take some time to install 100 gold worth pearls into his head behind his right eye.
So I have to get some updated art from Leah. We need to have like furry heel boots for Alicia, and then some kind of pearl implements for Akia. Got it.
I mean, it's going in their head.
So we'll have a X-ray of your head. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so you guys have many threads to which you could pull on. You obviously don't have to decide at this moment. You guys can kind of decide over the week what you want to go and do next.
I think that ingot quest has been long overdue. We probably should get to it at some point.
Oh, where did those ingots go? Oh, where could they be? Okay, well, I will plan, if that sounds good, for you guys to go after the ingots. After you guys take a long rest, which will be 8 hours from now. So I'm just going to set the clock so I don't forget. I did not count, so that's perfect. Okay, well, with that being said, are there any closing words or anything you guys would like to say before we end the session for tonight? Cool. All right, well, I have to go. I will see you guys next week. I will get the VODs up of the last 2 games. Your DM is not been slacking, I promise, so that we have those ready to go.
All right, thank you for running.
My pleasure. You guys have a good rest of your weekend. Bye, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Good game. Good night.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.